How much did I win in premium bonds in 2025 with the full amount invested? In this video, I'll not only show what I've personally won, but also reveal what 3 other family members won as well, all holding the maximum amount of £50,000 in bonds. Surely that's got to be worth a quick tap of that like button. This video is not an advert for premium bonds, and I'm not being sponsored by them in any shape or form. I'm simply sharing my results. This is not financial advice, and premium bonds are not suitable for everyone. First of all, let's briefly discuss what premium bonds are. Premium bonds are a tax-efficient way of saving for UK residents aged 16 or over. To open an account, you need to visit the National Savings and Investment website. Each bond you buy has a value of £1, but the minimum you can buy at any one time is £25. The maximum you are allowed to hold in premium bonds is currently £50,000. Your money is safe and is backed by the UK government. If you ever need to withdraw your money, then you can do this just like a savings account, and you will have your money in just a few working days. Instead of receiving interest on your savings, everyone's interest is effectively bundled together and then split into thousands of different sized prizes. The prizes are randomly distributed each month, and you never know what you are going to receive. In 1957, the first draw was made by a computer called NS&I, which filled the size of a room and took 10 days to complete the draw. Today, the draw is completed in just 12 minutes, and the computer NS&I is the size of a pea. In any given month, you might receive nothing at all, or you could receive a prize ranging from £25 all the way up to the largest of £1 million. Here are the number of prizes available at each prize level. There are 2 lucky winners of the jackpot million each month. In the month of December, there were over 6 million prizes awarded with a total value of £402 million. Each £1 bond has an equal chance of winning a prize. You can, of course, win several prizes in a given month. Remember, you never lose your original investment. It's only the interest on your investment that effectively gets entered into draw each month. The more bonds you own, the more chances you have of winning a prize. At the time of this video, the headline prize rate is 3.6%. The chance of a bond winning a prize is 22,000 to 1. So this means if you had £22,000 invested in premium bonds, as a rough guide, you could expect to win 1 prize a month. This averages at £66 per month. However, this is the mean headline rate, and you are unlikely to get this because of the way the prizes are structured. The median is more realistic, and that equates to £25 per month on average. So if you have £22,000 invested, this gives you a rough idea of what to expect. You can, of course, go many months in a row without winning a thing, and then get several prizes all in one month. It's all the luck of the draw. With small amounts invested, you are not going to win very often. With £25 invested, which is the minimum, and with average luck, you would expect to win only 1 prize every 73 years. So to win a prize by today, you would theoretically needed to have invested your £25 in bonds when Queen Elizabeth II ascended the British throne. But clearly that would not have been possible, as premium bonds themselves were not introduced until 1956. Now, what if you held £100 in bonds? Well, you would need to wait 18 years on average for a prize. And £1,000 in bonds, then you would still have to wait on average 2 full years to win anything at all. But what about the £1 million jackpot? How long would we have to wait on average for that to happen? Even with £50,000 invested, you would have to wait on average 100,000 years to win the top prize of £1 million. So to win the big one by today, you would probably have needed to buy your bonds way back when we all lived in caves. With the minimum of £25 invested, you would have to wait on average 224 million years to win the jackpot. So to win the big one by today, you would probably have needed to invest your £25 when the dinosaurs ruled the earth. And if you think that's bad, then what about if you own just a single bond, which was quite possible in the early days? How long on average would it take you to win the big one? Well, with just a single bond, it would take on average 5 billion years to win the jackpot. So you would have needed to have bought your bonds when the Earth was forming from a giant ball of molten rock. If you want to see your own probabilities, expected returns and time periods for winning different amounts, then there is a really neat premium bond calculator you can have endless fun with. I'll leave a link to the website in the video description. I'll also leave some links to various products and platforms I use which could save you some money. So are premium bonds worth it? We all know there is the fun aspect to it, which should never be underestimated, but what about the financial side? The headline prize rate is currently 3.6% at the time of this video. However, as I said before, this is the mean average return, which is the total in prizes paid out each year as a proportion of the total held in premium bonds. As the minimum prize is £25, most holders don't usually win. The median prize rate is a much more realistic average, and at the time of this video, for those holding a maximum of £50,000, the median is 3.1%. So for those of you who currently get a cash ISA interest rate of greater than 3.1%, then you will probably do better with your cash ISA. The following table shows what the median premium bond rate is for a selection of different amounts invested. As you can see, the more you have invested, the higher the median prize rate will be. Now, what about a regular savings account? How does this compare to premium bonds? Well, in a regular savings account, you could be liable to income tax, and if you are above your personal allowance, then this might make premium bonds much more attractive for some people who pay higher tax rates and have a large amount invested. For this example, we will assume £50,000 in a savings account. For a basic rate taxpayer, you can receive £1,000 of interest tax-free, and anything above this is liable for income tax at 20%. This means that as a basic rate taxpayer using an ordinary savings account, you would need an interest rate of at least 3.4% to beat premium bonds when using the more realistic median prize rate. Higher rate taxpayers only have a £500 tax-free allowance on their interest, and they would do better with a savings account if they are getting 4.6% interest. And additional rate taxpayers have no tax-free allowance on their interest at all, and will need to obtain on average a bank interest rate of 5.7% or higher to beat premium bonds. So for some people who are not using a cash ISA and are simply using an ordinary savings account, when tax is taken into consideration, then premium bonds may be the better option. Just a reminder that these figures are based on savings of £50,000. Also, premium bond rates and savings rates do change from time to time. Do bear in mind that those wanting regular income, then premium bonds might not be ideal, as some months you don't win anything at all, even with the full amount invested. Before I show how much we have won in premium bonds this year, I just want to explain why I use them. You will see from my other videos on this channel, I invest most of my spare money into the stock market, and I am a long-term investor. I also use a stocks and shares ISA to protect my investments from tax. Giving your money time to compound is crucial, and the last thing I want to do is to be forced to sell any of my investments early and interrupt the compounding process. So therefore I use premium bonds as my emergency fund, kept out of the market on purpose. It's as simple as that. So how much did I win throughout 2025 with a total of £50,000 in bonds? In January, I received 2 prizes totaling £125. In February, I received just a single prize of £100. March was much better and I received 4 prizes totaling £250. In April, I was back to 1 prize of £100. In May, I also received just 1 prize, and this time it was £25. In June, there were 2 prizes totaling £125. In July, I received 3 prizes totaling £175. In August, I received nothing at all. This can happen with premium bonds, even with the maximum of £50,000 invested. In September I received just one prize of £25. October was the best month of the year with 4 prizes totalling £275. In November I won 2 prizes totalling £75. And to finish the year off, in December I won 4 prizes totalling £225. The bar on the left shows what I would have expected to win this year with average luck and the full amount invested. This is based on the mean headline rate for the year. The bar on the right shows what I've actually won. My total for the year was £1,500, significantly below the expected headline rate. As already mentioned, the current prize rate is 3.6%, but the average for the whole of 2025 was 3.7%. My actual return was 3.1%, not great, but it was at least tax-free. Here is the complete breakdown of all the prizes I received for the full year. Every month I reveal my premium bond results, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for future updates. Now, how about Mrs. Compounding Investor, also with £50,000 in bonds? How did she do this year? And has she beaten my total? Let's find out.
At the start of the year in January, I won 3 prizes totalling £300. In February, I won 2 prizes totalling £150. In March, I won another 2 prizes totalling £100. In April, I got 2 prizes, again totalling £100. The May draw was disappointing as I didn't win anything that month. June was much better and I won 3 prizes totalling £225. In July, I won a single prize of £50. In August, I also won a single prize, but this time it was £100. In September, I won the largest number of prizes, which was 5, and the total was £300. In October, I won 2 prizes totalling £150. In November, for the second time this year, I won nothing at all. And in December, to finish the year off, I won 4 prizes totalling £225. This gave me a grand total of £1,700 for the year. This table shows the complete breakdown of all my prizes for the year. My return on investment for the year was 3.4% and it was all tax-free.
There were also 2 other family relatives with the maximum invested of £50,000 each, and here are all the results on one table. Person C won £1,025 and person D £650, giving a combined grand total for the year of £4,885. So how did we all do compared to the headline rate when the results of all 4 people are combined? The bar on the left shows the expected mean return for the year for all 4 people with the maximum invested of £50,000 each. And the actual amount, as we have just seen, was £4,885, well below expectation. This equates to a combined average return of 2.4%. It does of course vary so much year on year. This screen shows our results for 2024 and we see a very different picture with total prizes of £11,200 for the year. This equated to a combined average return of 5.6% for 2024. And if we combine the results from the last 2 years, then the average headline rate was 4.0%. And that's exactly what we actually achieved over the last 2 years. Do you use premium bonds, or are you thinking about giving them a try? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Premium bonds are just part of my passive income. The vast majority comes from share dividends, and if you want to see that extraordinary journey, then click this video here.